and welcome to the Property Show. Home ownership remains one of the most coveted goals in life. Yet it's a complex process and many times we wonder where to begin. Today, we explore buying property off-plan, the good and the bad, as well as tips on the red flags to look out for during this journey.
Off-plan, the advantage is price because you're coming in before construction. So you have the advantage of a lower price.
Later on, catch an exciting conversation on alternative building technology expected to transform the construction landscape.
Most of the time you either have a cost overrun in a construction project or you have a time overrun. Right? We are taking these two uncertain points out of the construction landscape by this self-built technology.
So if we say it's going to take 8 weeks to the dot, it's going to be 8 weeks.
Absolutely.
On the accessory spot, we bring it home with some DIY tips on transforming the one piece of furniture a must-have in the home, the couch. The property news segment is all about events and news shaping the landscape, inspiring a new investment cycle in the sector.
At Barclays Bank of Kenya, we have a special mortgage rate, which is 11.5%, which is the lowest in the market. This will help you realize your dream of owning your own home.
Let's keep talking on our social media handles. As always, there is something for everyone. Investing in an off-plan property means buying a developer's dream. This is a complex and a high-risk venture, but on the flip side, it is also a winner. Our first pick is a project by King's Developers, their latest frontier, King's Serenity, located in the Ongata Rongai neighborhood. And guess what? With Kenya shillings 3.2 million, this could be your home address. Let's hear more.
King's Serenity is conveniently located within Ongata Rongai town, 500 meters from the highway and 800 meters from Masai Mall. Nearby institutions include Nairobi Institute of Business Studies and Multimedia University. Commercial centers in close proximity include Karen Galleria and Masai Center, with banks and other social amenities ideal for modern families. The project has ease of access to Nairobi City and other towns with major public routes to Nairobi and Kajiado. King's Serenity offers space, warmth, and comfort you deserve when buying your first home. This affordable residential complex consists of 2-bedroom apartments with a plinth area of 1,000 square feet built-up space. The amenities include cross-ventilated apartments and a well-planned layout and compact design, spacious lounge-cum-dining area, a separate toilet with a shower. Other features include green spaces and attractive landscaping, kids' play area, solar street lighting, secured masonry boundary wall, controlled access for tight security, well-planned security checkpoints, borehole with overhead storage tank, cabra paving blocks to driveways, ample parking space for residents as well as guests, and a community hall for residents, entertainment and meetings.
Another developer with a trusted track record is Cherie's Properties, known for building beautiful and functional homes. Let's have a look at their new project, the Royal Gates.
I'm very passionate about beautiful spaces. I like bringing life to spaces and not just putting four walls, but life to a room.
Royal Gates is a gated community located in Acacia, 4 kilometers from GITANGA town. This development consists of 78 4-bedroom detached townhouses. Amenities include a spacious lounge with a separate dining area, a modern kitchen fitted with quality appliances and ample storage space, master ensuite bedroom with inbuilt wardrobes and a bathtub, an ensuite guest bedroom, 2 additional bedrooms with a common bathroom, internet-ready houses, as well as a centralized TV port. Other features include a detached ensuite DSQ with ample wash area, 2 parking slots per house, a swimming pool, a fully equipped gym, borehole and wastewater recycling system, private gardens, children's playground, CCTV cameras, electric fence and perimeter walls for security, street lighting, solar power, and cabra-paved driveways. The offtake goes at 13.9 million Kenya shillings. The expected completion date of the first phase is March next year, and the second phase is expected to be completed by March 2021.
What are the good and bad aspects when buying property off-plan? Next, a conversation with a lawyer on the questions to ask, the red flags to look out for when investing in an off-plan project.
As a buyer, when you're looking to buy an off-plan project, this is different from an already constructed project because you're relying on the documents, the paperwork, the nice glossy brochure that you're being given, and the plans. So you have to be extremely careful to understand that this is something that can work. So first of all, you've got to find out who is the developer in this project. What other projects have they completed? Are you able to go and actually check them out and say, yes, this is a project that I am assured because of the record of the developer that it can work. Of course, the paperwork, the land title is important. Clearances from NEMA. Are those plans that you're buying approved by the county government? Those are the kind of questions you need to ask. Yeah, the developer. Red flags are many. First of all, you've got to understand who is behind the project. I think we've driven around the city many times and you see fenced off plots with nice boards, announcing a project that's coming up, and a really big foundation has been dug up and then nothing happens. Why? Because of you've got to check who is behind the project. Do they have the financing? to complete the construction and the project. Because one of the things about off-plan is the developer is relying on your installments to construct. So you have to also do a very thorough due diligence on the developer and the contractors who are on the project. Red flags on off-plan, that is the main one, because like any other land purchase, you've got to do a land search. So that is, I wouldn't really say that's a red flag for me. Off-plan, the advantage is price, because you're coming in before construction. So you have the advantage of a lower price as opposed to, so because like I said earlier, the developer is relying on your installments to construct. So he gives you a better deal. And then of course you come in earlier. Prices appreciate as the construction goes on. You'll also notice that the entry point is cheaper than when the development has already started, because you'll find a developer will decide, okay, we'll start with the first 50 units at X amount, let's say 13 million or 9 million, and then once the next phase of the next 20, they'll increase it. So you see, as the development project continues, the price goes up. So the advantage is always price when you come in early. Disadvantages are also there on an off-plan project, because like I said earlier, you've got to check to see who is behind the project. Once you understand that, then you know, one, it can take off or it cannot take off. New entrants into the market are usually, you have a question about what have they done before that I can look back on and say I can actually confidently invest in this project. Track record is important. Disadvantages, like I said, you don't have your title documentation. So your sale agreement has to be extremely watertight. And it has to be, actually your sale agreement on an off-plan is broader in terms of clauses, because you've got to cover things like in the event that the developer does not actually complete the project in the manner that he says, or there's a delay, and you've been paying in accordance to the installments. So what happens if you've paid over 30, 40, 50% and then the project stalls or something happens? How do you recover? So those are the things that now you must make sure you have a very good dispute resolution clause in the agreement. You must make sure also that there's an exit clause that will allow you, in the event that you see that this project is not taking off the way you want, to be able to exit and then also recover your money, because sometimes exit clauses you lose if you don't understand them well. And like I was sharing with you, there are certain projects that we've been looking at the documents recently where you cannot exit until the developer gets another buyer to take over your unit, and then he refunds you your money. So you see, time is lost in that whole process of trying to recover in terms of exit. So you've got to look at those exit clauses very carefully. I would say that I will not discourage people from buying off-plan, because you come in at a lower price. Some people may not have the finance and everything. The good thing is nowadays, financial institutions also can come in and assist you in the purchase, because they can charge. But then again, they cannot charge the documents until the end. So you have to have a certain amount of money to start, as in the project, and then after that you can get the financing done. It's a good thing. Choose the right developer, look at their track record, make sure you carry out your due diligence like you would for any other purchase of land or any units or development. So, but I will not discourage, but I will just tell developers as well, if you have said you're going to deliver a certain project or product, please do, because the market relies on you. And most of the people who buy, you get first-time buyers who don't understand the landscape. So deliver something that they will be proud of as well.
It's a fact. Buying property off-plan is a convenient way of getting onto the property ladder. I must say, don't get carried away by the glossy brochures. Remember, a physical site visit is a must. Be a part of the process to influence your dream home's final look. Due diligence on the developer's track record will also give you a peace of mind. And most importantly, make sure your agreement is watertight and must protect your interests. furniture pieces, a must-have in a home is a couch. This is a masterpiece and comfort zone for the family as well as friends. Next, the accessory spot with tips of making the couch beautiful, warm and comfy, creating a stylish living room. Let's have a look.
A couch needs to be comfortable and beautiful. Without spending a lot of money, you can achieve a cozy and beautiful finish with cushions, sheets, pillows, as well as throw blankets with these DIY steps. First, cushions in the couch can become flat and stiff after a while. However, you don't have to get rid of the sofa. You can get cushions from the market and place them at the bottom of the old ones. This will add that fluffy and comfortable feel. Secondly, actual couch covers made to perfectly fit can be surprisingly inexpensive. A good alternative is good quality linen. Select a material with a color and design of your choice. Drape the linen over the whole couch, make it as flat as possible, tuck it in and secure the sheet with stitches or staples. For a finishing touch, add pillows. You can go bold with colors and choose to stay in line with the theme of the linen on the couch. Finally, drape a throw blanket over the side of the couch for a warm feel. DIY tips are a great way to upscale furniture without having to throw it out. This can be fun, especially with family, and you get to add a personal touch.
Transforming your home does not have to be expensive and grand, and our team of interior designers could help you get creative on a budget. The next conversation is an alternative building technology sparking innovation across the real estate value chain. Our expert segment is on MRM, bringing a paradigm shift in the construction landscape. Karibu sana on the show. Welcome.
Asante.
Give us an overview of self-build and how this technology is expected to change the construction landscape.
So, self-build is a new way of constructing, I would say, any kind of buildings. And in particular, it is going to change the way we think about construction, and it's going to change the way we actually construct.
Construction has its own pain points. So break down. One is costs, that we all think construction is very expensive. The second one is how they look and feel. Just break it down. What exactly are you offering?
I think if I sum up all the 3-4 issues that we are solving with self-build technology, I would say we are making it more convenient to construct. And if I may say that we are taking the cost overruns or the time overruns that normally happens at a construction site away totally by the self-built technology, and then we can break it down to, so most of the time you either have a cost overrun in a construction project or you have a time overrun, right? We are taking these two uncertain points out of the construction landscape by the self-built technology.
So if we say it's going to take 8 weeks, 8 weeks to the dot, it's going to be 8 weeks.
Absolutely. So let's break it down. Yes. And cost being at the top of everybody's mind, yes. Let's take that first. Yes. So in terms of cost, we think it is a fixed price contract. So you know that your building is going to cost you X 5 amount. Million or 3 million or whatever. At the end of the project, you are going to be not doing a cost overrun even by 1 shilling or $1. So that's fixity of the cost, irrespective of whatever happens to the steel prices or the dollar devaluation or this or that. You exactly know what you're going to spend today, and you are going to be exactly paying that much after 4 months or 3 months after your construction is over. So that uncertainty totally goes out, because we exactly know what we are going to use in terms of the construction materials, how it is going to get constructed, and it's going to get constructed in a controlled factory environment. And therefore you just take it out, that uncertainty of over cost. So you're not worried. You have budgeted 5 million, that is what you're going to be spending at the end. So you can be very certain about it. And second comes the time. As I explained earlier, that the moment you have maximum work in the factory, you are prefabricating your columns and beams and all the roofing and cladding and pipes and all the materials required. The only thing that is required at site
is the foundation.
Is the foundations and just bolting it up all together. So it's like a Meccano set or a Lego set. You have each block marked, and you're just putting 1 with 2 and 3 and 4. On a drawing it is shown, there are various part marks, and then everything is just put together. So it's literally like children putting up a Lego set. You cannot do it wrong. That's also the beauty of self-build. Even if you try to do it wrong, a part number 2 will only fit with part number 3 and not with 4. So if you by mistake also pick up a part number 2 and a part number 4, though there is a rare situation that you will, because every part is a 2 and 4 will never fix together, and the moment you bring in 3, it'll just. So it's also, I would say, idiot proof in terms of it's extremely easy. So it's not really for some big engineer to really figure it out. It's also pretty easy to construct. So in terms of costs, it's fixed price, therefore the uncertainty of going over budget. In terms of time, then also I think what we are also trying to solve is, when we construct, there are a lot of regulations that come in place, that you cannot really, if you are constructing, you cannot really make the space around dirty, in terms of your construction material, your cement and your aggregates, and there's spilled over. You also cannot contaminate the earth, because you also can't really do too much use of water or something. So because we need to be responsible also to while we are constructing, what are we doing to the environment around us. We use only 10% of the water as compared to if you were to construct it the usual way. Brick and mortar or concrete. We also do not use any timber whatsoever in the construction, whether it is to put the columns together or to those trusses. So you save substantial amount of the trees, I should say, and which is very, very important for environment. So while you are constructing fast, you are also not destroying environment any which way.
Who is your main user for your technology right now?
Yeah, so the main user for our technology is anybody who is setting up an industrial unit, individual, a factory, or an industrial park to be rented out to various industrial customers, the warehousing parks, the godowns, the individual godowns, the floriculture people who process those cut flowers and everything, and Kenya, is one of the very large exporters of the cut flowers, and also the agriculture. You must have seen items about avocados, storage and everything. So we also in a way help protect the agri-produce, because it has to be stored carefully as soon as it is reaped. So agriculture, industrial, warehousing, logistics, any other kind of sheds in terms of schools, colleges, hospitals, institutions, hospitals, all those kind who wants to build quick, who wants to build for lifetime, almost lifetime, who also wants to build green, that they do not want to construct at the cost of environment. They don't want to cut a tree or use too much of water or just spoil the environment around them. So it is for all those kind of usage.
Your first port of call when looking to build a warehouse, hospital, industrial park, school should be self-built. We are taking a short break. We'll be back with the latest events and news shaping the sector, inspiring a new investment cycle.
On Saturday, Barclays Bank, in partnership with the Property Show, had a showhouse experience. In this showhouse experience, aspiring home and property owners get to see properties that are available within the market.
Tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba hii kazi ya ujenzi wa manyumba ambaye mwananchi anaweza pia kuishi.
Don't go away, keep it Property Show.
Rain Gain, the water harvesting solution from Mabati Rolling Mills.
We are back with the latest events and news inspiring a new investment cycle. You're watching the Property Show. Next, let's see the progress on the affordable housing program.
Tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba hii kazi ya ujenzi wa manyumba ambaye mwananchi anaweza pia kuishi kwa bei nafuu. Na nyinyi sasa ndio trial, kwa sababu hii kiisha vizuri ndio tunataka iwe example ya zile tutajenga katika sehemu zingine za Nairobi, Mombasa. Na tukiweza kuanzisha namna hii, mnajua pia hii ni kazi. Wakenya wapate kazi, kwa sababu watu watakuwa wakijenga, hiyo ni kazi. Tumesema ya kwamba mambo kama milango, mambo kama locks na mambo mengine kama haya itengezwe hapa. Si ni namna hiyo? Wananchi wetu pia wapate kazi hiyo. Si ni namna hiyo? Kwa hivyo tutakuwa tukija mara kwa mara, si ndio? Tunafurahia maendeleo tunayoyaona.
Now seeking for endorsement for the second term, Kenyans made it clear that they wanted dignified homes. And it is for this reason that I have prioritized as part of the Big Four agenda development of affordable housing.
Yesterday, the Property Show, in partnership with Barclays Bank, hosted the Showhouse Experience event, exploring investment options available along Mombasa Road. Here are the snippets on the mortgage offer available at Barclays Bank.
On Saturday, Barclays Bank, in partnership with the Property Show, had a showhouse experience. In this showhouse experience, aspiring home and property owners get to see properties that are available within the market. On the ground, there will be home loan specialists who will be guiding potential homeowners on how much they can qualify for and which units they can buy. And going forward, we'll have more of this, so please be on the lookout as we continue with this awesome journey. At Barclays Bank of Kenya, we have a special mortgage rate, which is 11.5%, which is the lowest in the market. This will help you realize your dream of owning your own home. Visit any of our branches countrywide and get pre-qualified and make the right move.
Up next, the home ownership segment with an interesting story on buying property off-plan, the experience of the journey, all the way to the excitement of finally getting the keys to that dream home.
Mrs. Koech, this is our family, Mr. Koech's family, and we are blessed with 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl. I work and I have a ministry for the widows, Bethel of Hope, and then I work into a Bas Arms Foundation, which is an NGO children home in Nyandarua County. We decided to buy a home since both of us are working outside and we were paying a house in the city, and so we wanted to invest that money, monthly money, to our own home, and that's why we decided to buy a home. We started talking to our friends who had their own home. We first searched for those who bought the property and then built, and so we talked to them and then we started looking around. The key factors that we measured in was looking around where the schools are, and then not far from the tarmac, and then where there is electricity. And since we were used to the Wi-Fi in the city, we wanted connection where we can access the fiber cables and also water. When we were searching, Milimani homes signpost was in the road, and so we started from others and we saw Milimani homes, and they have another property somewhere near the Saitoti on your way to Isinya. That is the first property that we saw from Milimani homes. Then we called the number, and I talked to the lady on the phone, the owner of the property, and she was friendly and lovely. But that was 2015, and after talking to her, we knew roughly how much we wanted, and we didn't have that money, and so we left for 1 year. And so after another 1 year, we came back, and again looking for the lady on the phone, and she showed us this property. And we liked it. It was even better from the first one. And so we liked it and we started the journey. We liked Milimani homes because first, it was a gated community, not only 2 houses or small houses. We wanted a community-based home. And so we came in, and we liked also the rooms. The rooms are spacious, especially the sitting room, the master bedroom, and the compound, the way it was built. And that time, the buildings were still halfway done. There was not even a showroom, and so we liked it. And we went to other properties in the neighborhood, and again we came here because of the space. Okay, after liking the property and going home and talking about it and how we can raise the amount that was needed, the first thing was we were given the paperwork for the property to go and search to see if the property is really legal to buy. After doing our due diligence, we went to our financier. And first I went to my bank with all the documents, with all my statements and talked to them. And then my husband also went to his bank, and then we realized that we didn't have enough savings to buy the property. And so we both put the resources together. And he had saved in a SACCO, and I had saved in a SACCO. And so I had to remove my money, my savings from the SACCO, and top up into his SACCO. And so that's where we end up getting the finance. What we've learned is that you have to do a real search. And you just go out, invest in time in looking for property, and start saving so that you don't look and you don't have money. So, and then again involve all the family members, because for us we didn't involve the children, and we brought them here when we had paid the 10% that we normally pay. And then they were like, no, this is not a good place to come. So, and then again, we went back and we sat and started talking to them, and then going around with them, involving them halfway. The process was hectic. So, involve the whole family. I mean, the small family, the children, the nuclear family. You involve them. And then, don't bring all your friends and telling them you want to move, you want to do this. They will discourage you. They are close friends that you can advise, especially those that have property. They have something to tell you, especially things pertaining to the city sewage, if you are using the septics, if you are using the borehole water.
We all agree buying property off-plan is a high-risk venture, but on the flip side, it is a rewarding venture which gives the buyer flexible payment terms and option to customize your interior decor plus capital gains. Up next, other investment options you can put your money on, the property gallery.
GITANGA duplexes are a modern development located in the heart of Lavington off GITANGA Road. Privileged by its exquisite design and opulent finishes, this elegant residence offers 36 4-bedroom ensuite duplexes. Accommodation includes lower level, spacious living room, dining room, fitted kitchen with detached pantry, guest bedroom on select units, doobie area with washing machine provisions, and exterior storage for gas tanks. Upper level, spacious master ensuite bedroom with walk-in closet, 2 bedrooms ensuite, TV or family room which can be turned into a 5th bedroom. Salient features include 2 car parking spaces per unit, low-maintenance fully glazed UPVC windows, balconies with panoramic views, carbo-paved driveways, guardhouse, underground and overhead water tanks. Woodley Springs is located off Gong Road within a pristine gated neighborhood having a close proximity to major businesses. The development comprises of 29 3-bedroom units having a plinth area of 150 square meters and 155 square meters with master ensuite and DSQ, as well as 15 2-bedroom units with master ensuite having a plinth area of 89 square meters. Accommodation includes a foyer entrance, living room, large French windows, dining area, modern kitchen with granite tops and fitted cupboards, laundry area, master ensuite with high-spec fitted bathroom, and domestic quarters. Salient features include 24-hour security, perimeter wall with electric fence, basement parking, rooftop entertainment area, high-speed lifts, gym, borehole, water treatment plant, CCTV, DSTV, backup generator and a provision for solar water heating system. Air Park View are 8th-acre, gated, site and serviced land schemes located in Birika Town, 2 kilometers off the Isinya-Kiserian Pipeline Road, approximately 1 kilometer from Orally Air Park, the home of sports aviation in Kenya. The property sits in a serene environment, ideal for residential purposes as well as speculation. Amenities include electricity and water on site, internal access roads, well-beaconed plots, ready individual title deeds. Social amenities in close proximity include Brookhurst International School, Sachia Sai Secondary School as well as Orally Flying School, Birika Health Center, Orally Air Park and Champagne Rally Park, and the Greater Southern Bypass for connection. Savannah Park Rongai is located in the outskirts of Ongata Rongai town, which is one of the satellite towns 10 kilometers northwest of Nairobi City. The property is near the road linking Ongata Rongai, Nazarene University and the new SGR station. The road from the SGR to Savannah Park is graded to Maram standard and is just a 5-minute drive to the entrance gate. Savannah Park Rongai has 200 plots located 1 kilometer from the new Rongai Kiserian SGR railway station and 3 kilometers from Nazarene University. The plots are suitable for residential homes due to the close proximity to the famous Rimpa Conservancy. They also offer a beautiful view of Gong Hills. The plots are fully serviced with piped water, a borehole and electricity on site. Each individual plot is fenced after payment is complete. Savannah Park Rongai also has 4G coverage. The developer of Savannah Park had planted eucalyptus trees which have now matured. The site and service land scheme also has a plan of 3 and 4 bedroom maishonettes with a team of professionals to help jumpstart your home ownership journey. This comes at a separate fee.
Avenue, we have a wide range of options you can put your money on. Visit our offices and let's start your investment journey together. Thank you for watching The Property Show. My take on buying property off-plan, it works. But it is also a high-risk investment. So before signing the dotted line, it's advisable to work with a personal lawyer to make sure your agreement is watertight and protects your interest in case the developer defaults. Next week, we'll be opening the door to your dream home with ideal investment options available along Mombasa Road. This conversation continues on our social media handles. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.